Good evening, guys. How are you everywhere? I came to you tonight to talk about the chest training. Okay, we talked previously about the leg tonight. This night we're going to talk about the chest training. Any coach might tell you you can start whatever you want. You might start with the dumbbell, you might start with the bar, you might start with the machines, it is true, you might start with anything you want always. Yeah. But to me, I like you to do the basics. By the way, this is my cat Simba. Alright, and always plays around me and doesn't let me do anything alone. Rarely goes anywhere, stays here always beside me. So what I wanted to tell you guys about any muscle you start training, I want you to focus and understand this. You cannot start with the extra trainings, with the extra exercises, and you leave the basic trainings. You have to start with the basic trainings, the basic exercises, like the bar exercises, for example. Right, so you start with the bar, and then which follows it, okay, the dumbbell, and then whatever the machines you might use. But in the same time, in the meanwhile, you can't use everything all together. So I mean, you can't do the chest bar, incline bar, and you can't do the flat, and then you go to do the dumbbells, high incline, and then on a low level like flat, and then you go to the cable cross machine, you do the cable cross, and then you go to the seated push machine, and then you go to the collection machine. You can't do all these in one night, because you're gonna really destroy the muscle, and you're gonna damage a lot more than you will build in the muscle. So here is the plan. You do the basic exercises every time, like the bar, okay, as I tell you, incline bar and flat bar. And if you will add to this, you may add the dumbbell, or you use the machines. So you cannot do everything all together. Okay, so to me, I start the chest training with the incline in different two levels. Okay, one too high and the other one is a little bit lower, and then I do the flat. Okay, as you will see in the videos. Okay, I'll merge you videos of my exercises, of my trainings with this video. So I do the incline in different two levels. Okay, one high, one medium, and then the flat, the bench press flat one. And then I go to the dumbbells. Okay, I do the high dumbbells, okay, incline, and then the flat ones, and then the flies. Okay, and there is a new training I learned from the international global champions, like when you put the dumbbells, two dumbbells together, and you press, okay, to the top, and then to the bottom you touch your chest. Okay, this is very beneficial for the internal part of the chest muscle. And then if I do the dumbbells with the bar that night, this is enough. I don't use anything else. And then in the next time I do the chest training, I do the bar like incline, and then the flat. Then I go to the machines. I use the cable cross, the forward one, and then I do the lower one, and then I go to the seated machine to do 3 sets in each machine. And then the next or the following training, I go to the bar again. If I do the chest, I go to do the bar, the incline, and then the flat, and then I do the dumbbells. This is it. Alright guys, so any question you need after you watch the whole video, okay, just please send me a message on Instagram, on my YouTube channel, or my Facebook channel. They are all at ahmedyunusmary@gmail.com. And my YouTube channel, my Instagram channel, they have the same name, Ahmed_Yunus_official. Alright, anyone wants to ask about anything, don't hesitate to do it. See you in the next video. Isn't it? It's Arabic song. You guys, as you see, in the chest, I start with the basics, as I told you earlier in the first video. So now we are starting with the incline bar.
I like the melody.
Make sure you grab the bar the right way, and your back is straight to the disc. And then you start loading the bar, and you start doing the sit. That day I was doing a shock exercise, shock training. Every 2 months or something like that, or 3 months, I do shock training, okay, shock exercise. So I do half rib, all right, like 10, 12 of them, and then in the same time, I do full ribs, okay, like 10 or 12 or 15 if I can, with the maximum weight I can do, right? So this shocks the muscle and makes it grow, okay, to the top. Every 2 or 3 months I try to do it. Exercise of the chest, the incline one, without doing double exercise, without the shock.
Okay.
So I do the full rib, as you see in the sit, grabbing the bar in the right way, put the bar in the place it should be in the top of the higher part of the chest, so it forces the muscles, okay, in that place to grow very well.
I think.
After the sit, you have to take a breath,
Thank you.
right? And then your mate, your training mate, starts his turn, and then ETC. The bench press flat training. As you see, I always have a training mate who really works with me very well. His name is Rizan. He's from Sri Lanka. He always stays behind me just in case if I needed help or any support. And as you see, it's a full rib, touches the chest and to the end of the squeezing push, as you see. Every time you do this, it helps your lower part of the chest to grow very well. Look here, guys.
Yes, please.
This is dumbbell incline. You have to be steady, focused, your mind to be in the chest. And you squeeze on the top, and you get the rib to the end, down as your shoulders allow you, and then you squeeze it to the top,
All
so
right.
you get the good growth. Guys, look at the performance. You put the dumbbells lower as your chest and your shoulders allow, and you squeeze it to the top when you do the chest dumbbell size, because really this is one of the most important. Guys, this exercise, I discovered that it has a very great effect on the internal part of the chest for both sides, but it needs you really to use lightweight. You can't use really heavy weight in doing this, because it's very difficult to put the dumbbells together this way, and you push them to squeeze on the end of the rib, and you have to pull them down at the end, on your chest.
It's the last exercise.
Yes, it is.
Gives you good definition to your muscle, and plus gives you good pump to your middle chest. So most of people doing after the bench presses, fly, and after this, it's really good. But unfortunately, we have to choose the exercise like we change for this way. No problem. It gives
We
you
had
a
to
good
do
shock.
that
No
to
problem.
shock the muscle.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, we should have done it in the beginning
So.
because we felt already tired.
So before
But
that,
it's okay.
I wanna tell you something like if you're doing this kind of training, you have to fullify your nutrition very well, because your muscles, you're not giving the fullifying like the proteins.
That's nothing.
Chest pushing machine is one of the
Especially
amazing
with that-
machines that really enhances the
that
chest
when you're
from the
doing
side,
the machine
okay, and from inside,
chest
from the
press,
outside and from the
plate loaded.
inside,
We
and
have
it
to
focuses really on the
focus on our
upper more
upper
than the
chest,
lower
right here.
chest.
So
So make
You
sure
have to keep
before
on
you do
chin up all
this,
the time.
because you can't do all
See?
the exercises together. You choose some
You-
of them.
You were right.
You do,
please flex and feel
and
that
you
this
keep
part
some
You
for
were
all
right.
days.
You were
Otherwise
right
you
about
do
that.
on other
Yeah, you
days.
have to raise your.
It's a
your
specialty
neck and
from
your head,
us
that's why
for you,
It
like
really
people
has
watching this
amazing
video. Thank you.
results.
Thanks, man. Your turn.
Hadi abi.